Hi everyone, welcome. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today I'm so excited to be a part of Spellbinders' 20th birthday bash celebration, and we are celebrating with a whole new product release line all about birthdays. I'll show you some of these fabulous products before we get into the card projects. Let's start out with this cute stamp set called It's Party Time. There are so many fun sentiments in this set, and most of them are birthday related. I like the one that says, let's have a blowout for your birthday. And then there are some that coordinate really nicely with the balloon die set I'm going to be showing you in a minute. Like this one says, just a note to lift you up. And there's one that says, love you so much I could burst. Next, we have a die set, and this one is called Stylized Happy Birthday, and it is very stylized and beautiful. So it comes with the shadow piece, and all of the letters do cut out separate, and then you can just glue them onto the shadow piece. Okay, so here's the one I told you about. This one is called Color Block Balloons. I adore Spellbinders color blocking sets, and they have quite a few out. This one cuts out these beautiful balloons, and all of these cut out separately. You see all the different shapes in the balloons. This little set is called Party Decor, and it cuts out all of the strings that you can hang banners and lights and so forth. So fun little set. And last I have an embossing folder. This one is so cute. It's called Party Spots. And look at all of those cute, they look like bubbles to me, but it's a nice large embossing folder so you can do whatever size card you'd like. Okay, so I'm going to show you one more fun thing before we get into the card projects. This is like a mini card kit, and it's called Craft Your Birthday Celebrations Embellishment Bundle. Let's open this up and I'll show you all of the fun things inside. If you watch my videos, you know that I love card kits, so this one was a lot of fun to play with. First, you get a set of sequins. This one is called Bisque Opalescent. I love these sequins because they don't have holes in the middle. Then you get a pack of die cuts, and these are just called Birthday Celebrations. I'll give you a closer look at this in a moment. Then you get a pack of puffy rainbow stickers. These are fun because they have a little bit of dimension to them. And then you get a pack of stickers. This is just called Birthday Celebration Sticker Pack. And you get 4 different pages of stickers in this. Let me show you. So you get some really fun sentiments and more sentiment strips. Then you get some numbers so you can put the age of the person, and then some images. And then you get a set of gold glitter foam block alphabet stickers, front and back. And then one of my favorite things from Spellbinders card kits is their pad of pattern paper. So let me flip through this for you. There are a lot of cute patterns in this one, and a lot of them, like this one, have gold detailing. Here's some florals and some bold blues and yellows. Here's some rainbows, stripes. I always love a good stripe, and more florals. This pink one is pretty. Some cameras, some polka dots, and some triangles. It's very lightweight and single-sided, but great for layering. Okay, let's open up this pack of printed die cuts. I'm just going to kind of scatter these across my work mat and give you an idea of what it includes. You do get 2 of each. This is a colorful sentiment that says, yay for today. And you get lots of little sentiments in all different shapes and sizes. You have a few that are gold foiled. And then you get some journaling cards with fun sentiments on them and images. You get tags and lots of little shapes in this pack. Let's begin with card number 1. I chose this pretty blue piece of pattern paper, and I'm putting it down onto a piece of Dahlia pink cardstock. I already die cut my stylized Happy Birthday with beeswax yellow and the shadow piece in black and glued that together. Next, we'll glue down the strings. I'm just putting liquid glue behind it, and then I dab it off onto a piece of scrap paper. I'll glue 3 of these down on the front of the card. The happy birthday sentiment I popped up with foam tape, but I didn't peel off the release paper quite yet. I wanted to get my streamers in place first. And then I'm also using some of their peony pink glitter foam sheets. These are so sparkly and fun to play with. I'm using the dark pink foam sheet, and I cut out some of the circles with this. I'll glue them down underneath the strings. This adds a really fun touch of sparkle and dimension with the glitter foam sheets. Their glitter sheets are kind of new to the shop, and they come in such beautiful colors. This sheet of pink glitter coordinates beautifully with the Dahlia pink cardstock. Now last, I can peel off the backing from the foam squares and attach my happy birthday sentiment. And here is a close-up look at the finished card. I always like to decorate the insides. It's fun and easy to do when you have die-cut shapes and leftover bits of pattern paper. It says, "I hope your day sparkles." On card number 2, I'm playing with the Color Block Balloons die set, and I have all of my colors selected. I'm going with very bold colors for this card. So we'll start with the purple. When you cut these out, they kind of stay together, which is nice because you can keep track of each piece and then pull them apart as needed. I'll put them each in their own sequin tray, and then I'll cut the rest of them out off camera. And here they are all done. I cut out the coordinating circle with just white cardstock, and now I'm going to start putting these together. I'll start with this dark purple piece first. This is called Royal Amethyst. I'm adding a little bit of glue, and then it's really easy just to line up to the edge of the white circle die cut. Next, we'll go for the bright pink, and I'm just butting it up against the purple cardstock. Next is Cosmic Sky Blue. I just love these colors together. And then we're going for a piece of brushed gold. And then a light pink. This is called Pink Sand. I cut out the balloon tie with the light pink as well, just so it kind of matches the bottom of the balloon. And the balloon ties are nice because they have a big circle on top, so it's easy to attach them to the balloons. I cut out the highlight for this balloon off camera, and there are 2 different sizes of highlights. And I just cut it out with white cardstock. I used my tweezers to pick up this teeny piece, add a little bit of glue, and just glue that on the side of the balloon. The next balloon I put together off camera, but it was just as easy as the first balloon. So let's do a little bit of ink blending. I'm starting out with Prize Ribbon and then Villainous Potion Purple. My pink color, my dark pink is Picked Raspberry. And then the light pink is Kitsch Flamingo. And I tried to get a pretty smooth transition between these colors. And here it is, all done. Isn't that pretty? It matches the first balloon I put together perfectly. I dried the ink with my heat tool, and now I'm going to heat emboss the sentiment at the bottom left corner. I'll stamp out the sentiment that says it's party time. I added anti-static powder first, and I do like to ink it up at least twice to get it nice and sticky. And then I can pull out a piece of type paper to catch the white embossing powder and pour over the embossing powder. This will look nice and vivid on the bottom of the card. I'm melting it slowly, hoping that I don't warp this panel. It does end up warping just a little bit, but I can always put some heavy books on top of it just to flatten it out again. And here it is all done. Isn't that cute? I'll attach this to a white card base using some liquid glue. I'm leaving a white border on this, and it helps coordinate or pull in the white sentiment. My balloon strings are going to be white as well, and I'm just attaching those with a little bit of double-sided adhesive just to keep them in place. And then I'm going to pull off the release paper and add some foam squares. I didn't pull off the release paper yet. I just want to get an idea of where to put these. And then once I'm ready, I can pull off the release paper and glue them down. I'm trying to get the 3 strings to meet at the bottom. We'll put this glitter balloon up at the top. This is the same color that I used on the lights on my first card. And I added a white highlight to that balloon as well. And then I do cut off the strings that are overhanging. And then I'm going to add a little bit of glue at the bottoms of these strings, just so they don't catch on anything and break off. I'm adding a few of the bisque opalescent sequins around the balloon trio. And here is a close-up look at the finished card. Isn't that beautiful? Those balloons are so much fun to put together. And on the inside, I used one of the stickers that just says Happy Birthday. On card number 3, I'm going to be using elements from the Craft Your Birthday Celebrations Embellishment Bundle, starting off with this beautiful piece of floral pattern paper. And then this is a journaling card, and I'm going to chomp the corners with a 4-inch chomp. I added it to a piece of raindrop cardstock, and I love this gold foiled scallop sticker. I'll attach that to the side of the journaling card. I'm trying to get that even, and then I'll just attach that to the card. I'll add a little bit of dot liner behind my journaling card, just to tack that down better. This is a very simple card, but I love how it turned out. Next, I'm putting some foam strips behind a die-cut sentiment, and this just says Happy Birthday. I'll pop that up in front of the cake. And now I can attach this to a white card base. For a touch of sparkle, I'm going to pull in some more of the bisque opalescent sequins. And this card is done. Here's a close-up look at it. I love the look of that cake. It's so pretty. On the inside of the card, I used the sentiment that says Celebrate and more pattern paper. So a very fast and easy but fun, pretty card to put together. For my next card, I'm going to be using the embossing folder and some pink sand cardstock. So let me take this off camera and run it through my embossing machine. And I'm holding it up close to the camera just so you can get a look at the embossed bubbles on this. It's so cute. To make them stand out a little bit more, I'm bringing in some picked raspberry Distress Oxide ink and just gently rubbing it across the top of this embossed cardstock. Now you can really see all of the bubbles. I'll put this panel aside for a moment and stamp out the sentiment on a piece of waterfall cardstock. It's going to say, Let's Celebrate You. I'm using some VersaFine Onyx black ink. I'll use the largest balloon die to cut this out. I love how these fit in the balloon circles. And I cut out the balloon tie as well. Let's add a little dab of glue behind this, or on top of the circle, and attach the balloon. That looks so cute. I'll use some liquid glue to attach this to a white card base. And again, I'm leaving a white border. And let's use a little more of the sparkle foam sheets. So I have the dark pink that I'll use as well as some teal. Isn't that teal gorgeous? I cut it out a little bit bigger so I could cut out the balloon ties as well in the same colors. And I used some glue to put those in place, but I do come in with some double-sided adhesive just to really get them to stick and stay where they're supposed to. And this is really nice stuff because the glitter does not shed. It's fabulous. I'm going to pop up my sentiment balloon. And then the second two I'm going to glue down flat, but they have enough dimension to it. I don't really need to put any foam squares behind these. I'll peel off the release paper from the double-sided adhesive, add a little bit of liquid glue, and just kind of tuck them together on the front of this card. Let's put the pink one down, and then our teal one. And the teal color coordinates perfectly with that waterfall cardstock. Now I can attach the black strings to these balloons. I'm going to have to peel up the teal balloon to put this one down. And then I'll flip this over, cut off the excess. I added some teal opalescent gems, and this card is done. On the inside, I ink blended some more of the picked raspberry Distress Oxide ink and added 2 stickers. And now for the last card. I had to use these rainbows. I'm also going to use this little die set I've had in my stash called Sun and Clouds. And I cut out a bunch of clouds with some white cardstock. So let's open up this fun pack of puffy rainbow stickers. I like how they come in different sizes, and then you get some cute little puffy hearts as well. I'm going to cut these apart. I don't want to take them off the acetate until I'm sure I know where I want them on the card. We'll just cut out the 3 that I want to use. I'll use a gold glitter rainbow in the middle and then another colorful one at the top. I'm using some prize ribbon, Distress Oxide ink, to add a little bit of shading underneath the clouds. And I'm not adding any additional ink to it, I'm just using what's on the brush. So this first big cloud is going to go behind the largest rainbow. And then the smaller one will go in front. And these are just going to go down flat. These puffy rainbows were really fun to play with because they do add some gold sparkle to the card with the gold arches. And then the texture is really fun and they look just shiny and just fun to touch. Let's glue the first one down. And then we'll glue the second smaller cloud on top of it. And then we're just going to add a bunch of clouds to this. I'm going to end up adding 5. But this birthday bundle celebration pack gives you so many things to play with. You can make up so many cards with these. And of course, it's always nice to have birthday cards in your stash. I do like to add a little bit of liquid glue behind the rainbow just in case. I don't want it flopping off if I mail it to somebody. Now for the last rainbow on top. And then we can glue down the last cloud. I like having the clouds go off the side of the card. And then I can just flip it over and cut off the excess. Let's add the sentiment. It's a beautiful gold foiled sentiment that says birthday wishes. It just fits in perfectly with the gold foil on the rainbows. I need to add a little square foam piece to lift up the left side of the sentiment. And then, of course, I have to add some sequins, and I'll do that right after I cut off the excess. I'm going kind of slow because this pattern paper is very thin and I don't want to accidentally cut into it. And then I'm going to attach this to another top folding white card base, and I'm going to use dot liner because I don't like to use too much liquid glue behind this thin pattern paper. I added a few sequins. And here is a close-up look at the finished card. Isn't that just pretty pattern paper too? On the inside, I added 2 more stickers. So a big happy birthday to Spellbinders. I'll have links to all of their brand new birthday products listed in the description box if you want to go on over and check them out. And what I showed you in this video was just a few of the new products available over on their website. Thanks for spending some of your crafty time with me today. I like to think that you're crafting and making cards while you're listening and watching my videos. I like to do that. I'll watch other people's videos while I'm crafting. It's so much fun to do. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.